was oh, that's not a good color, is it? Should we change that? Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to the Sim Cafe. Glad to have you all back with me. I need to change the color, I think. Oh, I need to go on the Wi-Fi for that. Okay, put the lock on. Let's change the color, shall we? I don't think that blue's working, is it really? Good evening, Dan and Robin. I've seen you in the chat. Nice to have you here. Hope you're joining us on track as well. How does that look? Let's see that change a little bit. Does that change? Yeah, hasn't it? That's not too bad. Blue background to match the top, but my face isn't all blue. That'll do. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Nice to hear, Dan. I hope you are ready to join in. Robin, I don't know if you dismantled your whole living room yet, or if you're still able to drive. Hopefully, you are able to join us for tonight. Don't start dismantling till Sunday. Let's have a look. I will need to put us into a online session, right? So excellent. Good to hear. Let's have a look. What do I need to do? Well, first of all, yeah, I hope you've all had a wonderful week. I've had a full week at work. It's been pretty good. I've got plenty done. And yeah, boss has been away. So just been working on my own for the last few days, getting stuff done. And now I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which is going to be awesome. It's well, I say that. Red Bull seems to be a million miles ahead, which isn't good, unfortunately, for everyone else. But yeah, who knows what's going to happen? It's a bit of a crazy track, so a lot of things can happen. So we shall see. But it is an F1 weekend, so we're watching that on Sunday. Tomorrow evening, we are racing at Zolder, the community, so I can't wait for that. I hope you're all joining in. If you haven't raced the track, I'd recommend doing a few laps. I probably need to do a few to warm up. Don't think I'll be very fast. But yeah, looking forward to that. And this evening, I fancied a little cruise, a little change of pace. It's been a while since we did any cruising. It's been like since the middle of the week before, I think, or the end of the week before. So wanted another chance to do a bit. It seemed like people were going to be keen on doing a bit of a cruise Friday night. Oh yes, yeah, big at London UFC fighting tomorrow night with the local hero Leon Edwards. If I can get the name right, I feel like I might have changed that name. And of course, Gaither as well. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I think you missed an E, didn't you? Gaither. Okay, yeah, yeah. He's a very, very solid fighter. Crazy. Getting on a bit now, isn't he? But yeah, so there'll be a lot of UFC this weekend as well. I haven't watched it in a while because I haven't had BT in ages. But I'm sure I could find a way to watch it. So might catch that tomorrow after our racing, right, Robin? Right. Okay. So yeah, apart from that, girlfriend has been out all day, so I've been alone with the cats. They have been attacking me non-stop. I fed them gaichi. I do. And yeah, been harassed by the cats all day. I fed them this evening. It didn't change anything. They're still harassing me. Kulu won't stop eating. He's getting really big, Kulu. He's 7 months old, but he's a big kitty. He eats a lot. You can blame his mummy. She's like, oh, he's so cute. And she just feeds him. Just keeps feeding him. So what can you do? Right. I've got my round wheel for this evening. I'll be using my H pattern. You've got the pedal cam now, so you can see me messing around with the clutch and heel and toe if I'm feeling brave. Oh, you can see me getting it wrong. I'd like to do some slow cars because I do find that quite fun. Probably start with some medium pace stuff to get on with. Try and find the server with maybe a medium amount of people in it. There's not that many, to be fair. Let's refresh the list and sort it by drivers. Okay, so for anyone who wants to join in the racing, if that's just yourself, Robin, and Dan at the moment, please go to the online, search Nords. I've literally just typed in NORDS. I can't share my screen because it's not capturing the game in that little box because it's not a game yet. So, yeah, go to online, search Nords, and sort by drivers. I don't know if you can see the sort by thing, the last little box. Who knows? Anyway, so get yourself lined up. And what have we got in terms of space? Track day, Nordschleife gum. Oh, up in there. Up in there. AC junkies. AI traffic. Interesting. Don't know if there's any downloads on that one. That's drift junkies. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so let's try and find this. I'm gonna do one more refresh just so it's as up to date as possible. And let's scroll down a little bit to the ones with about 10 to 15 people in them, or maybe less actually. Okay, so let's start with. There you go. There's one here. Interesting. Not that many cars left actually in that one. Surprising. Yeah, I think we should go for a slow one. There's one here. I'm tempted to try. What's more fun? Maybe this one. No, we'll go this one. There's one which is Pacific Drive 4. Can I copy that and chuck it in the chat? I can't really, can I? Oh, up here. Yeah, I kind of can. This one. Copy. And then paste it here. This might work. There you go. I'm going to try and join this one. And I might try something a bit... Not too far. Oh, that Corvette CR7. I bet that's fun. A bit fast. We don't want to go a bit slow. No, let's keep it a bit pacey for the first one. Not that I'll be going too fast, to be honest. I'm joining. There are CR7s available. C7Rs, sorry. Let's have a look. Okay. Fingers crossed everything is working in my settings. I feel like there could be something I haven't quite figured out, but you never know. Fingers crossed. See if anyone else can join the server. I'm going to put my gloves on for this. I get a feeling it's going to be super loud. There we go. That's cool. Let's go and drive. Oh, this is a bit of a beast. Okay, FPS doesn't seem too bad. Let's change my scenes. So if I go... Oh no, it's back here, isn't it? Yeah, if I go here, there you go. You're not missing much on the screen when I do this, so that's cool. Good. Apart from my rear view cam, but get over that. Not every car has one of them. Okay. Right, remind myself of the buttons. There's the rear view. Okay. Engine sounds hilarious. Yeah, I saw you loading up. Saw you loading up. Right, you guys. My camera's a bit big, isn't it? In a way, it's taking up a lot of the screen. Yeah. I guess when I'm in the car, you won't notice it. Right. So do I want this? That's the correct FOV for me. I've got a point system here. Let me get rid of that. Who have we got in here? I'm going to stop on track before we get in trouble. Let's see if any of you guys can join. Let's see if you can get Robin. Joey Rodriguez said he would be off work Friday and maybe join in, so it'd be great to see him pop in. Who happened last time as well? Bud. Maybe Michael Budd will join in. Let's have a look. Interesting. You can't find that server, Robin. I put the name in and everything this time. Should be pretty straightforward, I'd like to think. Dan's found it, but you can't join. You need to install something. Hope that doesn't take you too many seconds. I can always jump back to the pits when this is ready. Robin, you try and find this server. You should be able to get there. I trust in you. Maybe I do a lap by the time you work out where it is. An absolute donkey. I was thinking about a completely different part of the track. I was just cruising along there. Okay, hope you can oh, get your CSP fig down and join us. And I hope you find it, Robin. Yeah. Okay, this one's a heavy boy. Some interesting sun rays. Now I'm scared. Beautiful scenery. 140 frames, so no problem there for the PC, which is good to see. Chris Lake has joined. That's not you, Robin or Dan. I think if one of you joined in the Porsche RSR, I would probably struggle to keep up. It's a beautiful sunset, but it seems a bit of a nightmare. Feels very cumbersome for what I'm guessing is around GT3 spec. Doesn't feel too bad when the downforce is on, I guess, but I need to get more familiar with the track again. Yeah, not the slamming it around to an old H pattern that I had in mind. See if we can get any of you guys to join in. Also, we had a bit of news, kind of, today about Assetto Corsa 2. Although, of course, I think it's safe to say... Oh! Yeah, it is a bit dark, isn't it, Chuck? Always was here at night. You can see the ambulance behind me somewhere there. I think that would be quite useful. Chuck, you gonna jump in, have a little cruise, have a little potter around? We won't breathalyze you, I promise. Right, it's my sister's birthday today. So happy birthday to my sister Vicky. From all of you, I'm sure you're all singing it right now at home. Good man. Hey, jeez. You cannot do anything in this car like braking and turning. Robin, did you find the server? Really? Me and Dan found it, buddy. I mean, I can look for another one if you want, so you can get it. Or you can tell me which ones you've seen. Pacific Drive 4. I mean, I did search Nords, and that's the name of the server, but I hope you're searching Nords. I mean, you can maybe search Pacific Drive, but just search Nords and look for one that says Pacific Drive. I think it's from Spain, if I remember. And it's got, I don't know, probably about 5 or 6 people in it. 7. Have a look on Nords and search Pacific Drive. Sort them, filter the servers by driver. So sort by drivers. You'll find it. Meanwhile, I'm going to use the force to put on my way around here. It's quite fast, isn't it? Yeah. Go very gentle on the brakes and the accelerator on this thing, even in third. Lively. I've no idea what the sound mix is like for everyone. I noticed I did a little test stream earlier, unlisted, and it seemed rather loud in Assetto Corsa, the game noise for the stream. So I'm sure you guys are enjoying the sound of this engine. Has got some track-free moments. So it starts getting a bit more fun. Hey, hey, oh. Ah, just when I saw you making pleasantries. Yes, buddy, I will be back on LFM. Well, next week it's Silverstone, so you can be sure we're doing plenty of LFM next week and streaming it all. So let's look out for that. Silverstone is pretty much my favourite track. I do like Spa. It's a better racetrack, but Silverstone is my favourite. Spar's better, Silverstone is my favourite. Take that out what you will. Okay. We got company. Driving a lot faster than I am. We've got some very close company right in my rear views. Here we go, definitely keeping me busy. I'm a bit blinded with those headlights. He's keeping close. I'm gonna finish this lap off shortly. See if I can get one that both you guys can join. That'd be a start, wouldn't it? Alright, can't nail this last turn. I think I got it. I'm away. Oh, it's Bud! Of course it is! Love it. How do you manage it every time, Bud? You ain't keeping up with this old thing now, are you? Look at it on the straight. Nyang. See you later, buddy. Oh, think I make it. This one's got no horn. Hello, Bud. Good to see you on the server. So if I go tab, there he is. Yeah. Right. Okay. So great to see you on the server, Bud. It would seem that some of us aren't able to find our way onto the server, I think, unfortunately. So let's come out of this one. If you're watching the stream, Bud, not sure. I guess you are. You found the server. And let's see if we can find another one. Okay, Dan says done. Dan, are you in this server? Are you in this server? That'd be cool. Did you make it in? I don't know about this car though. This car's a bit like hard work. Fair enough, Robin. Well, there's a way to learn, buddy. Just jump in a little bit. If you want any help navigating the lobbies where I can show you, you're joining at the moment. Do you know what? I hate to be annoying, Dan. I think I want to find a different... Do you know what? Maybe just a different car on this server. Let me get a different car. Let's have a look. What else is available? because that car is hard work here. Oh, a 787B, which is manual, right? That'd be a bit intense. What about that's sequential? They're all sequential. There's no manuals here, is there, apart from that short tail would be a bit hard work. Let's try that. I'm joining in the short tail. Robin, do you need more help finding the lobby? Let us know if you need more help finding it. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, that is a dark lobby. That is one dark lobby, team. So, Robin, let me show you. What I'm doing. I'm guessing you can see my stream. It looks like it, Chuck. Someone's got to use him. Anyway, they are awesome, by the way, especially with the rubbers on the brake. It's incredibly stiff. There's not a lot of travel on it. Look, I'll show you. That's all the travel. It's not a lot. So yeah, lovely brakes to be fair, and very cheap, and probably won't break. So can't complain. About cheap as it gets for a load cell. Okay, so let's have a look at the lobbies. Bud and Dan, if you're watching, that'd be cool to know as well if you're checking out this. Let's have a little look for a lobby with not a lot of people in it. Nordschleife Tourist Gumball. Has that got any manuals? I'm guessing these are all automatic, aren't they? What was this one? Sequential. Yeah, okay, maybe not that one. Let's have it. Right. As well, Robin, what I've done is I've gone to. I'm guessing you've got Content Manager, right, Robin? So, Robin, have you got this? You've got this program. You go to online, the top left here, and then in this little box, I've searched Nords, Nords. Once you finish doing that, I've gone to here, sort by. I've done it by drivers. Well, should we do connected drivers? That would make more sense, wouldn't it? I'm going to do connected drivers now. How about that? Sort by. Ooh, why is there less in? No. Let's just do drivers. Sort by drivers. There you go. That's the best one. So I'm on the online page on the AC. What does the AC page mean? What do you mean in the real game? Like not on Content Manager? Because if that's the case, I don't know how to search on that. Is a short answer. I mean, you should get Content Manager, really, Rob, as well. Get this thing, by the way. Definitely get this thing. It will only take you a moment to sort out, by the way. So if you want to do that. For the rest of us, I don't think is Robin. I don't know what you can and can't see in Assetto Corsa for the servers. So you're on Content Manager now. Okay, right, good. So go to online, go to Nords as a little search. I think you can see what I'm doing, right? And then sort by drivers. Let's refresh the list so it's up to date. Let's see if there's any decent servers. I mean, we don't really need other people that much, do we? We just need us lot. Let's face it. Is there any good ones? This looks interesting, I think. I think it's all a bit automatic, isn't it? Well, that would be a bit manual. There you go. Should we try this one? What did I just click on? I don't know if I clicked on there. Golden apple. Because they just suddenly move, don't they? Which is not helpful. Yes, it's hard enough me doing it, actually, to be fair. Where is golden apple? Did that just disappear from my eyes? I'm well impressed. I like a stiff on the brake. Chuck, always up for being flooded with gear. I might have a chat with all you guys about what gear I should get because I've been looking at the idea of getting a direct drive wheel because I've got pretty much as good as a belt drive gets. I've got the TSPC, and I'm thinking about getting direct drive, and I keep looking at stuff online, which is a bad idea. And you know, I don't need the big expensive ones, but I'm looking like the R9, the Logitech Pro, the Thrustmaster T818, and the CSL DD boosted. Those four, and yeah, interesting. So might need a bit of your help, guys, deciding on that at some point in the future. You never know. Until then, we need to find a server. Stop getting me distracted. So let's have a look. I just clicked on a server, but now I can't find it. So I don't know how useful that is. I think I need one that's a bit further up the list so it doesn't disappear. Let's scroll up the list a bit. Okay, Nordschleife Tourist, no DLC. Vulcan Racing. That's got an interesting mix of stuff. Is this manual? I think it might be, actually. Yeah, it is. Very slow. Okay, let's try this one. Robin, if you can see what I've done here as well, I've sorted by drivers online, search Nords. We have Vulcan Racing, Nordschleife Tourist, no DLC. Let's try this one, shall we? I'm going to get in an Elise. That looks quite fun. It's manual as well. Right, I'm going to kill that now. There we go. This is, yeah, I'm glad you found it, Dan. I'm now doing this. Vulcan Racing, Nordschleife Tourist, no DLC. Vulcan Racing, Nordschleife Tourist. BALKAN. Vulcan Racing, Nordschleife Tourist, no DLC. I think we did this one before, actually. Get in a car. I'm sure Bud's probably already in here knowing him. He does it so quick. Let me try and join. What's my... Yeah, Bud's already in. Amazing work. Haha, nice. I've got to be quite gentle. I'm not very good in manuals. Okay. So Friday night, gang. I'm going to go and wait a bit further forward to give people a bit of space. So if you want to come and join me out front, that'd be really cool. Let's see how many we can get in our first little rollout. Chuck, why do you hate Nords? You said you're over it. Why do you hate Nords? What's wrong? How can you be over this thing? It's amazing. Bud's in a very nice Panamera. Daniel, I hope you're able to get in the lobby. Oh, Robin's here, I think. Nice one. Oh. Dan, what's your name in this? What's your name in these lobbies? All sorts of names on there. Yeah. Are you in, Dan? Are you joining the lobby? Are you coming out the front? You probably have one screen and you're trying to do everything. Ah, that looks like a Quadra Foglio. Okay. Let's go for a little gentle cruise on a Friday night around the Nords, shall we, team? Up ahead somewhere is Robin and Bud. I think they've just taken off. Do you want to go ahead of me? It's always nice to see other cars on the stream. So off you go. Or are you just hanging on next to me now? There you go, there's a bit of a delay on the stream, so he probably just picked that message up. And off he goes. And there's a naughty. Is that just lag? That does not look good for you, Mr. Svart. Are you getting out of there? Wow, that's an interesting one. Got a small problem. Looks like it, matey. Hello, what's this? Is that Bud? It is Bud. Oh, nice little bit of drift in there. Are you going to have to join again, Dan? That was an interesting problem there, sir. Are you just behind us? All the joys of getting a community together, isn't it? Hey, first time for everything. Early days. Soving. So, let's go, buddy boy. You probably would at the speed I'm going. Come on, bud, let's move on. Well, I'm cruising on ahead at a leisurely pace. I've got my H pattern. I've got the sun in my eyes. I don't even need my sunglasses. You said it was very dark earlier, Chuck. It's kind of the opposite now. I've got a really low sun. Oh, here we go. There's a bit of heel toe for you all. There you go. Have that on a Friday night. Just gratuitous heel toeing now. And this car's quite light, to be fair. I'm in a Lotus something or other. I'm going to say Elise or one of the Elises, I think. Used to be really like this car when I was young, but not the strong, well, not strong, not the fastest, I guess, in a straight line. So not the best Nords car, and a little bit light, so should be interesting. No damage here, says Bud. Yeah, not for you, buddy, but certainly it was for Dan. He went stuck into a wall and it all got very weird. So let us know when it gets fixed, Dan. But this car's quite a lot of fun, actually. Don't know if I'll be able to keep up with Dan's Podger Foggly Ogly. And that Panama, if it's coming up behind now, no, it's not. Yoo-hoo! That's a very quick Mercedes. If there is a Panamera coming up behind, he's probably going to go flying past because his straight line speed will be far above mine. Here comes the foxhole, my favourite part of the Nordschleife. Going up a gear, why not? This car can just about handle it. Oh, here we go. I think we have to brake up here somewhere, aren't we? A little bit of heel toe. Oh, hello. The Mercedes has had a bit of a moment, I think. Okay, I mean, I understand the popularity in recent years has been quite a lot, as it were. But at the same time, on a sim, it's still great fun, Chuck. I mean, it doesn't take that away from me, that's for sure. And yeah, I mean, there's not many. We don't have many, or any, long pieces of track that you can mess around in on a sim in road cars like this. I mean, we've got Shotoko highways, which is quite fun. I don't know if you've used Shotoko highways in this yet, Chuck. If you haven't, you need to get involved. It's great. But that's not really having to have, like, you know, the kind of apexes and turns that this has, etc. So I think Nords is great fun. I used to know. Oh, come on. He's done it very well, but it's been a while since I drive on it regularly. I'd love it if you join us at some point. I'm sure we'll be doing this again in the future. Hey, yikes. Wow. My line's there. Oh. He took out Daniel. Daniel, you're alive. Let's see if I can catch up. Oh, and then behind us we have the Bud. Hello. We've got the old band together. I do not have the car to keep up with these two big beasts, but look how low I am compared to them. Barely up to their boot. Okay, can we keep up with the Panamera on the straights? Look at him. The torque on that thing. Taking off. But I might be able to catch him on some of the slow and medium bends. If I don't lose my grip. What have we got up here? Yeah, I don't know this track well enough at the moment. I think it's when we start to get... Oh. Look at Bud taking off. We're getting a slipstream. I don't know if I've got 6 gears in this. I don't know if I've got 6 gears. And that engine doesn't sound too strong, does it? Yeah, look, Bud's easily getting away. I mean, I could probably push this car harder, to be fair. Daniel's holding on quite easily in the quadrifogly. But can I accelerate around him? No, I can't. I couldn't get around him. I tried it. He wasn't having it. And then as soon as you want to accelerate, he's straight past me. You can see it. I've got no pace for this Porsche. I don't think the quadrifogly Alpha is doing that well. I don't know this section well enough at the moment. I used to. But it's been a while since I did this regularly. This is a great car to drive though. Really good fun, very light, very nimble. A bit too light sometimes for the Nords with all the waving and what have I got here. Well, that felt satisfying. On the straight, these two are going to get me, surely. Bit too much messing with the gears there. Forced it a bit. Slamming it in the gears now, though, having a bit of fun. There you go. I've got an FH8 shifter, which are quite cheap, 3D printed. But I've got to say, they do the job. And the way they switch to sequential, it's quite easy as well. So you can't complain. I think Bud might pull away again within 2 or 3 turns. Can't see much in this sunlight. Oh, I've gone into it with speed. Oh, did I just tip Bud round? If I did, that's very mean. Oh, no, I tipped Bud. Oh, I feel bad. Sorry, Bud. I came flying around that corner. I don't think I had much control. Oh, Rob, you disconnected. Maybe we'll find some new cars or a new server after this. Almost like a bit... There's some different cars on this server. This is where you find out I don't know how to drift. Oh, wonky. Let's go. Blow out the dirt from the car. Look left and right, that's it behind. Yeah, I don't really need that one, do I? And that's ABS, I think. Yeah. Right. Okay, I think it's not a bad server, but I think I want to change car. So if you're watching, you don't have to change car, but I'm going to. It might be good for you guys to swap up a little bit early on as well, till we find a car you really like. Let's have a look. Let's just refresh the car list. So stay on the same server. Oh, that should be quite nice. Yeah, F40. What, the Panamera? Yeah, I was, I mean, to be honest, I'm not that coordinated with all these cars, really, to be fair, so. You enjoying the Quadrifoglio, Dan? I'm in the Ferrari F40 now. Same server. Yeah, I bet that was smooth. Right. In a beautiful Ferrari. Yeah, totally. You got to brake very early. You're in a family car, bud. You're in a family car. Come on. You probably got the shopping in the back. Right. I'm cruising out. Team, if you had to pick between, like, I know some of you have got these wheels already and stuff like that, but if you had to pick now, and say money wasn't an option, say money wasn't important, and you had to pick between the Moser R9, the Thrustmaster T818, the CSL DD, and the Logitech Pro. Because in the end, they're all roughly about the same, let's face it, once you bought a nice wheel and blah, blah. You had to pick between those 4 DDs. They're all about, what? 8, 9, 10 Newton meters, 11 apparently. So 8, 9, 10, 11, I'm sure that's enough for me. What would you all pick in the chat? Tell me. I want to know. What would you buy? Well, if it wasn't, if it wasn't even your money and you just had to pick one of those 4, what would you pick? Moser R9, Logitech, Thrustmaster T818, or the CSL DD Fanatec? And one wheel, like their Formula wheel. They've all got a Formula wheel, I think, to be fair. What would you pick? Hold on, Mr. Balachinsky, sir. I don't think we've got people with us yet. Let me just wait. Just wait here a second, see who turns up. You're not going to have a big bug again, are you, Dan? Your car's gone a bit funky. Someone doing some big old donuts behind us. Is that Bud? In an R8 or R10? Michael's in front. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's go then, because I'm not sure where Robin is. Robin, you've gone a bit silent. That's probably you behind. I don't know. Right, on. Let's go. You're still in the lovely Quadrifoglio. Okay. This time I can give it a bit more. Let's go. Now, come on, chat. I'm interested. Tell me. What would you buy out of those 4 DD wheels if you had the choice? Oh, come on, Jeff. Keep it on the car, mate. Yes, if you are tuned in, thank you. Here's Bud, hello. Oh, he's doing the lovely Porsche, nice. Yeah, if you are joining us, good evening. Welcome to the Sim Cafe. We're just having a little cruise around the Nordschleife. I am currently trying to keep an F40, Ferrari F40, I think turboed up, on the track. With my limited skills, I think I just accidentally hit the wrong pedals and took out Bard. Look at that, excellent. You know, this one's definitely going to be more of an adventure. This one is definitely going to be more of an adventure. So let's just turn it down a little bit on the speedometer. Let's enjoy the dynamics. A little bit of heel and toe. Guessing I've got 5 gears. Engine sounds lovely, obviously, compared to the Lotus we had, which I think had like a 1.6 litre Toyota engine in it. So to go from that to this is rather sonorous, should we say? Oh! Michael, I spun for you there. I had a sympathy spin. Michael touched grass. As soon as he touches grass, it is over. I would love it if you all managed to download the Shotoko. Oh, he's gone again. If you'll download the Shotoko map so we can have some cruise on that together in traffic, in some proper city cars, that'd be great fun. I'd love to do that in a couple of weeks' time, so see if we can get anyone in the community to do that. But right now, we're getting a lot of speed up here. Wow, I let off the throttle, I think. Yeah, there's a Bud having a look. Yikes, this one, you gotta be careful. A bit hot, this one. This is why I like the really slow cars, you know? This is why I like the slow ones. I'm definitely going to struggle a bit. Yeah, I bet you do. Let's have a look. I need to get a bit more composure. The Logitech is a little bit overpriced. It's a shame, but they put the LEDs and the OLED screen on it, haven't they? And there's little trinkets like that and the build quality that have up the price a bit. And there is still a fair amount of ultimately just plastic, really, and stuff like that. And they've only got one wheel. Let's face it, we don't even know what the other wheels look like or could look like. I don't think they've announced they're going to have other wheels. The Thrustmaster one, I've got 2 wheels that I love, including this thing. I absolutely love this wheel. And I could race that on the Thrustmaster T818. And this lovely wheel that I'm using right now would again be just perfectly fine for the 818. Hello, Hugh. Good to see you. Oh, Hugh, look, you made me crash you. So, okay, Hugh, you're here. Maybe you can answer the question. Hugh, would you pick the Logitech DD, the Thrustmaster DD, a CSL DD, or the Moser R9? Okay, Dan, you might as well reset when we reset, because we're at least 2/3 of the way around the track now, or halfway. So when we reset, I might join a new server after this one for some new cars. I'm not sure. I always find something a bit slower. It's funny when we're all battling out in slow cars, because this is a monster. But Hugh, I hope you're well, and I'm very excited to hear all the developments of your sim racing centre. I would love to have some more chats with you about that, so hopefully we get to do that at some point soon. Very keen to hear what you want to do. And yeah, good to see you in Rory's chat earlier. Is the CSL wheel any good? Honestly, I think in terms of feedback, it's perfectly fine. I just, with Fanatec, I don't know, it's like, they have I don't know if it's because they sell so much, but they do seem to have a few issues with build quality here and there. It seems like the buttons on their wheels like to fall off, quite simply. They're cheap plastic, and the pin in the back of the steering wheel, all the back of the steering wheels have pins in them, and eventually those pins go. Or is it the pins in the wheelbase even? Oh dear. One or the other has pins in it. Daniel's fancying another car. Chuck's saying, go Motor R9. You got... See, the Motor R9 has a better quick release because it has no pins. So that's got to be a good thing. Do you know what it is with the R9 though? It's like the wheels. I'm not that in... I mean, I think you can use other wheels, can't you? I don't know if I should get the R9. But I think with the Thrustmaster, I've already got two wheels that I love. So that would save me some money. Because with the Moser, I mean, they're full. This car, sorry team, I'm driving terribly. With the Moser, it's got the two round wheels. The one you want is like, what, 240 quid? The decent one. And then, yeah, Hugh, I'd love to help you with that as well. And then, so yeah, like it's got the wheel was £240 for the round wheel, and it's like 350 or 400 for the Formula wheel. And to be honest, Formula wheels I find a little bit, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I find the Formula, because I don't really do F1 racing. I'm not a massive fan of the Formula wheels. I prefer GT wheels. There you go. This car, really. What was that? I'm sorry, team. I just gently accelerated over a hill. Well, if you need something strong, you'll be needing that Omega GT wheelbase, that's for sure, because you need a good wheelbase for strong setup. Sorry, bud, it can't be a lot of fun for you driving ahead of me, but this car is just absolutely killing me right now. Not sure what I've done. Let's try and focus on not being a muppet on the road for a moment. Oh, boy. Okay, this one's tricky, Michael. I need something strong right now for you, I think. Let me get out of your way, buddy. Alright. Yeah, so I love my Thrustmaster wheels. This wheel is just amazing, really. It does everything you need. And then my little GT wheel is just the perfect shape. And it's got lovely little magnetic shifters. So I could get the T818. Well, Hugh, I could definitely recommend the pedals that you can see on my pedal cam right now, my T-LCMs. They are great. You need to buy a rubber for the brake pedal to make the brake pedal quite stiff. Well done, Turbo. That's a good little overtake. But other than that, they're very cheap, and I don't really see them breaking anytime soon. I mean, obviously, other pedals tend to be, you know, the V3s and so on are sort of £300–400. These are just about 200. So I could definitely hello. That's a big love kiss from Medina. Yeah, cool. I want people to have a great experience. Okay, well, if we're talking about that, yeah, definitely. Not to talk about there, I think, Hugh, so let's try and discuss that soon. Alright, this car has been a bit of a nightmare the last minute or two. I can't seem to be able to do anything other than slide off every opportunity. And hear it. Oh! And then I just done that to Bud. Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the smaller wheels. I mean, let me get off this track. But I'm changing this car. This car's not for me. Let me get off the track. Yeah, that was a bit of chuck. Don't talk about that. We don't talk about punter pass on this channel. That wasn't me. That was so me. Right. Oh, we're going a bit hot. Daniel's in the pits in his Mustang. Lovely. I'm getting out of this car. I think we can stay on the server, but I just don't want to be in this car. That was hard. You fixed the game. Excellent. Dan, give me a second. Let me just pick a new car. Hugh, you should be getting involved with us on the Assetto Corsa cruises. Great fun. Just cruising around on Nords. Nothing serious. What about you? Are you manual? Oh, he's manual. I bet he's for sliding. You're quite fun, manual. What about you? You're going to be intense. Or why not? Is that what I really want? Yeah, why not? Okay, still on the same server. Rejoining. Michael, my car was... I don't know what happened. Second half of the lap, I couldn't... You saw me, I had to keep waiting. Every time I put my foot... I don't even know when I put my foot down, just when I was driving sometimes. Woo! The rear was going. And I couldn't feel like I was going to catch it at any point. Yeah, I went a bit rubbish there. Right, back on the server in... Hurrah. This should be quick. Dan, where's your Mustang? I'm going to crush it. Oh, you got your PS5 now? Yeah. Fair enough. Well, Hugh, the good news is you could do some upgrades to your gaming PC for quite cheap because the gaming PC market has settled, certainly, and the prices aren't crazy anymore. So if you wanted to, it wouldn't cost you much at all nowadays. Right, we have a rather crazy car here. Oh, Nicola. Good to see you, buddy. Nick, we'd love to have you on the track with us, joining our little cruise. I'm just cruising Assetto Corsa Nordschleife this evening with the gang. We've got Daniel, Michael, and Robin was on track. I'm not sure where Robin's gone now. And we're trying to convince Chuck to get on this track, but he's so over Nords. So there we are. Right. So what have we got in this little gang? We've got Bud and Daniel. Let's go. We've got quite a gaggle of cars here. Let them go fast. Oh. Bud's still in his favourite Panamera. Oh, poor Daniel in the Mustang. Oh, you're on holiday. Oh, nice. Where are you, Nick? Tell us where you are, if you don't mind. Be interested. Also, look at all these people crashing. No style. Oh, hello. Rejoining. Yep, we're doing, buddy. Well, look, we're Saturday night racing, Nicola. Sicily. Oh, you lucky boy. There you go. Never been. My girlfriend went last year. I think she really enjoyed it. Yeah, some slightly overexcited racers there. I don't know if I'm just getting lag here, but that's quite weird. Well, yeah, we're doing Saturday night racing, Nick. This Saturday's older, but we'll be working on other ACC racing in the future. So, yeah, definitely if you can join us for some Saturday night racing in the future, that'd be great. Love to have you back on track with us. I don't know if you've done much racing in recent times. Have you been doing much racing on ACC, on LFM or anything like that? This car is quite incredible. Oh, nice. Have you doing LFM or leagues or just random stuff with pseudo racing, wasn't it, that gang? Oh. Wow, Hugh. Well, that's a big anniversary and no doubt an amazing place. Pseudo. Oh, nice one. Okay. Well, if you ever fancy bringing some of those guys over for our Saturday night fun stuff, that'd be cool. Or maybe when we get teams together, you can bring a few teams over from Pseudo for our team racing. What do you reckon, Nick? Let's have a chat with the gang on Discord, right? I'm still part of it, so I'm not very active in most Discords, to be fair, as you can imagine. Oh, here comes Dan. He's got a fast turn coming up. Is he going to start eating Barrett? Oh, the lag on there is good. I'm getting a lot of rubber banding this evening on this game. As you can probably see, I'm going to be blaming the server for that. Yeah, fair enough. But like I say, Nick, see if you can join us on. I'm trying to make Saturday night a fairly regular thing. So you know we're there Saturdays. just quite simple races at the moment, just so I can get a gang together. And then, yeah, in the future, I'd love to get some more team racing going. Also, just short team races, stuff like, oh, come on, Jeff. Oh, and I got Bud. Didn't mean to get you there, Bud, to be fair, but I did eventually drag my way into you. There we go. See, I'll tell you what, on a direct drive, that'd be scary. I would agree. I would agree, Hugh. Very much so. Oh, enjoy your wine, dear sir, and no doubt the warmer weather than we're having here. And yeah, no, Hugh, it was. I remember it happening and being kind of surreal at the time. Like, did that happen? Partly because, you know, around that time there weren't that many deaths happening, were there? For a few years, quite a few. And then there was those 2 in a weekend, which were just insane. Something just flew across me. And then obviously since then, the last one after that was what? The Minardi? Oh, I forgot his name now. Apologies. Wow, shocking. Most used to know it. I used to forget it. You were 19, yeah? I wasn't much younger than that, Hugh. I wasn't much younger. Actually, no, tell I was about what? 13? 12? I think. Was it? No, it was in 1993. Yeah, I was 11. 10. There we go. Getting a chance to really enjoy the sounds of these cars now. As the sun rolls on the hills in German country. I don't know where we are, Bavaria. I could pretend to know. Yeah, it's just nice to have a little cruise with your friends on a Friday night, you know, a bit of a change of pace from all the hardcore ATC LFM stuff and that kind of thing. Bud's always too fast. Now Daniel's carrying speed in the chunkmobile. Can he take it round the corner? Just about. Yeah, I remember at the time one of the weirdest things was how his accident looked. Like, I think I was watching it live or something similar. And I just remember the way the accident looked was just strange. Everything about it was eerie. I mean, it'd be the equivalent. Well, actually, it wouldn't because he was younger than that. But yeah, like Hamilton or Vettel. Oh, have I lost it already? Genius. Sloppy, very sloppy. Very sloppy. Well, I think it's safe to say, Hugh, that all tracks nowadays are better served in terms of runoff areas, aren't they, really? Let's face it. There's not many dangerous points. I mean, saying that, I think Saudi Arabia is probably... Jeddah is probably quite dicey, isn't it, in certain areas? I know they've made a load of improvements this year, haven't they? Because some parts really were a bit... You know, something's going to happen at some point there. Sort of thing. So, yeah. These things happen. Right, this car is more for the big open areas than the tight bits, so let's throw it around a little, but... Oh, trying to catch that was a wonky one. Vauxhall Cavalier safety car, yeah. Well, look, I mean, you know it's like you, when you watch back the old historic racing, I'm sure you see it sometimes, even on the YouTube and stuff, but... Or on documentaries, and you know, from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s even... Oh, maybe even the 90s, and you would have people out on track. You know? Oh, we're going to clear out a car or get people, and the driver would just get out of his car and be walking along the track and stuff, and just, I don't know, cavalier attitudes to life, I guess. I mean, everyone took their own risks in the end, didn't they, really? Yeah, funny to see. And also the crazy accidents that used to happen at like Le Mans and so on. That involved multiple deaths in the crowd. Insane to see the runoffs and where crowds could go and where crowds were situated and stuff. But you know, people still did it every year. I mean, what to say? And that as well, yes, you very, very hard to understand the car. True, heard that plenty. This car I have is significantly faster than the rest of the team. So I am just putting away here. No great acclaim. Hugh, I've been mostly racing at, well, all racing at Watkins Glen this week on the ACC LFM servers and really enjoyed it. Never raced Watkins Glen before. Great track, a lot of fun. Yeah, and they didn't really adapt, did they? They just had all the stuff that made it good taken out. Oh, boink. Crazy car, this one, but I think I need something a bit more of a challenge, funny enough. This one's a bit too planted and fast. Let's just get this one out of here. Right. Okay, let's go. I might look for a new server team. Something with some slower stuff in it. Let's have a look if I can find one. And what do we need? We need a few spaces. Let's refresh this. Let us bring this back up so you guys have a chance to see what I'm doing. Let's have a look. Or one with good ping as well. I think that one has some pretty bad ping. Ooh. This is nice. Okay. This is the server. I think I remember that as well, Hugh. Yeah. And if you just give me 2 seconds, team. Yes, Hugh. I think hearing Murray Sailorini's name definitely rings in my ears. Right, for everyone who's joining, we are in the ACFR server. I hope you managed to get a car and join me. I'm going to go wait out front. Let me know if you're having any trouble. I've a vintage Ferrari P330. Look at this. Wait, Alfa Romeo P330, is it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Incredible. Right, and engine. So what we've got engine here, and then a driver at the front, up there, and then nothing. No weight, nothing. Lots of glass. Incredible. Nice car, bud. Oh, we had damage on this server, I believe. Okay, we have damage, so everyone go slow. I repeat, we have damage. Nice one. Yeah, it's great fun. I mean, the thing is, I'm a very big Lewis Hamilton fan, I'd like to say. I've got Lewis Hamilton posters and disc plates and things within my walls, and I've followed him all his career, right? When they compare him to Senna, I don't know, I don't really like it too much, because I think everyone's different. And yeah, you wouldn't get that now. So I don't think Lewis is like Senna. I'm not even sure they drive the same way, to be honest. Well, I know he loves him as an idol, and he's very fast, but, you know, there's lots of fast drivers. You'd probably argue Senna drives a little bit more like Max in some ways. Or the other way around, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's wait for our friends. Nice little flash there from Bud. Balachinsky's behind. That's the three of us, I think. I'm sorry, Robin, I haven't heard you coming back since we showed you how to get on the servers. So if you're watching, let us know if you want to join us. Oh, there you go. Look at Balachinsky in the Quattro. Love it. Guys, we have real damage on this server. As I just proved by not using my clutch properly. Oh. There we go. So let's just... I'm going to be... I don't want to break this alpha. It's too beautiful. How do you... Are you a fan of classic cars? I love classic cars, and I don't want to break this one. Yeah, in a way, basically. Yeah. Own character, though, it's interesting because I like what people do on the track. It's like sports people and all that. I try not to get too involved in their personal lives because, you know, you don't need to be everyone's best friend, do you? But what they do in their arena is what interests me. Oh dear, Bud is taking off in that Porsche. He's got a lot more confidence than me on this server. One crash and it is all over. Okay, brake. Okay, now we're going to be working hard to keep up with a Quattro and a Porsche, both really suited to this track probably. I don't know if Daniel and Michael are using H patterns. You love old Ferraris and Alphas, nice. Well, I'll tell you what, Hugh, if you've not done it, they do the historic F1 at Brands Hatch. I don't know if it's every year. You've got to go. Honestly, I promise you. I've been to British GT there. Nothing compared to the historic F1. And for me, the earlier the better. The 40s, 50s, 60s cars, the noise was just unreal. I mean, some of the 70s and 80s stuff was quite loud, but it didn't have the same noise. The noise on the old stuff. And then, to be fair, they also had a lot of 60s and 70s, like Can-Am. And the noise on those was believable. And obviously, the best bit about Brands is, I don't know if you've been to Brands before, but you can walk around the interior of like that loop around the forest and get really close to the cars as they come past Apex. It's literally like behind fences here. Unreal experience, really is. As you can see me murdering my way through heel and toe there on the old pedals. I could make the pedal cam a little bit bigger, couldn't I? Hold on, team. Let's see if they don't slow down for me. Should I make pedal cam a little bit bigger? Why not? Here's ACC. There you go, I'll put pedal cam there. And make it nice and big so you can see more heel and toe action. There you go. Cool. There you go. So yeah, Hugh, I would strongly recommend for you to visit Brands Hatch for the historic F1 kind of events. They are amazing. Right, let's go down my favourite part of the Nordschleife, Foxhole I think it's called. I remember Matt Evans teaching myself and Taya massively about this track. Obviously mostly Taya, but we're all there to watch those streams. I think they were quite informative and interesting streams. We used to tell all about the history of each section. We actually broke down the track, didn't we, into smaller sections. Great. Have I lost a few cars? What happened there? There's been an accident. There's Michael. Have we got a Daniel? Oh, and there's Daniel using the Quattro to great. Oh, Daniel, it's the damaged server, Daniel. Hey, there goes the car. Poor guy. And Daniel's going to be limping along a bit now. I do like using the H pattern on these old cars, nice and leisurely. Bit of heel and toe. How's they? Hey, Balachinsky. And these engines sound great. You can get a little bit sideways in this thing, but I know if I do that, I'm going to bin it and then that'll be the end of the lap. So I'm just a bit of a tour. I mean, it is tourist day, isn't it? Can you imagine driving this thing around here for real? Has someone done that before? I'd like to think so. Hopefully not in too much anger. Yeah, this car don't want to go too slow, too quickly, as it were. Can't see Bud anywhere. I hope he's doing alright. Okay. Time to put a little bit of sideways on it. Oh. If we lost to Balachinsky, I think he might have tried to tail end his way out of a turn. Here he comes. Getting the old gang back together. A little bit of heel and toe action. Get a bit more power. Nice one here. Oh, there goes the transmission. Watch out. We really do have a long way still to go in this. Sounds so good though. Really desperately trying to motor along in this thing. Oh! Don't do that, Jeff. I'm getting damage indicators, but I don't think I'm actually doing any damage here. I do wonder. Oh, can you imagine, Hugh, putting this thing in? Just the cleaning and probably cost about £2 grand. But hey, this is the point though, when you've got this kind of money. You hear a lot of people say it. Really rich people who don't even know about money anymore. We only just made it to the carousel, wow. Long way to go on this lap. Here we go, let's get a bit of speed back on it. Let's go. I mean, this is quite light, this car. I bought an Alpha for my niece in Uxbridge. Wow. You helped to buy it, nice. Which one was it? Do you remember? Was it like a Mito? Or was she going to stay a bit bigger? Just going to fight with a family one? They do their 4x4s quite popular, isn't it, I think? Let's go. Oh, nearly lost it, but we're not. I'm back on again. Getting used to flicking the heel and toe. Mito QV, nice. I was driving a Mito last week on the stream view, funny enough. Great little car. On here, Nords. Driving a Mito around Nords on one of the other servers. You should get AC downloaded, you could cruise our car around. Here we go. This is where I'm going to have a lot of trouble. Oh, pulled that one off. Quattro having no problem sliding around behind me. This thing is guaranteed to end in pit. There we go. Nice work, you. Nice work. Good colour. Oh, nice automatic license. Yeah, that works. I mean, most stuff's going to be automatic in the future, isn't it? All electric cars, so unless you're some sort of specialist vintage dealer, probably won't be needing anything more than automatic in the future. I can't do that. That's silly. And there goes the damage. I think damage is light because they just wrecked it. Cream of white, nice. Cream white alphas are good. I do like cream white alpha. Should be easier on the resale, right? Nice. Well, this car has been a delight, I'll be honest. I've not really pushed it enough. Oh, there you go. Talking rubbish and getting to barriers. Not really pushed this car enough. Been just about keeping ahead of the Quattro. Although I'm sure you could get ahead of me if you wanted. Let's open her up. Uxbridge isn't far from here at all, Hugh, really, no. That was fun. I enjoyed that one. I'm going to pick another car from this server because it's got a lot of historic cars. But I'm going to pick another car on this server. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Let's go. Exit. Let's have a look. Hugh, if you can read the cars on the right-hand corner. Up here in the right-hand corner. See all these cars? If you want to pick one that is white, well, most of them you can pick still. Is there any you like? We've got the RX-7, we've got the Carreras, we've got a Supra, a GT40, a GTO, a Corvette Stingray, Stradale, which I've just in, a Quattro, which Daniel was just in, an E30. If there's any cars you like the look of, if you can see them, you're welcome to pick one and I'll jump in it. Yo, Castro, Brazil boys. I'd love to call myself a Brazil boy. Obrigado. But yeah, I need to pick a car for this server. What do you reckon, Hugh? Any thoughts? I'm tempted by the GT40. The 32 Stradale is the Alfa Romeo that I just drove. This thing, look. Can you see it? Is it expanding? No, it's not. You can't see it. This little red one. It's the Alfa that I just drove. Beautiful thing. Let's refresh it. Nice one, Dan. I mean, the Cobra would be pretty intense, wouldn't it? Yeah, come on, let's try the Cobra. I think I'll do one more car after this one. And that'll be it for this evening. Nice little cruise with the gang. Thank you very much to Daniel and Bud for joining me on track. It's been good fun. Hugh says GTO. Cool. I'll do that next one if it's free. We just had a kind of Alpha Ferrari, so let's go a bit different and then back to Back to the Alpha style. Right, what have we got here? Right. Okay. So, let's go. Let's see who's out with us on the server. Oh boy, this one's going to be busy. Oh, look at that. Daniel Balachinsky in an absolute gorgeous model. But up ahead in his Porsche, he likes his orange bug. Sunburnt orange. Listen to that. And the Sport Quattro. Yeah, there's a few to pick from here. Maybe I'll do one or two more. We'll see. But this is what it's about, right? The vintage server. This is where you want to be. Let's get the camera changed. Look at this. Look at this ridiculous thing. Look how small and thin. Oh, don't hit. That's not ideal. Look how small and thin it is. It's tiny. This thing is tiny. Look at it. Tiny little thing. Blue matching my lights this evening. Okay, there's going to be a lot of body roll, isn't there? It's going to be... Oh, Robin, hello. In another GT40. Oh, beautiful. Okay, yeah, good. Oh, thank you. Good point, bud. Not seeing it's even worse than that. I need to kill that. There we go. Thank you for the reminder. Let's change camera. There we go. Oh, we have a spun Chinsky. Get yourself back round, Dan. Come on. Remember, this is a damaged server, so I'm not going to be looking to break anything. Don't want to break anything in this car. Good to have you with us, Robin. I don't know if you've just been driving around a bit on your own, finding your feet. I know I like to do that sometimes. The engine on this thing sounds incredible. I hope it's nice and loud for you guys watching. Oh, yeah, that's another thing altogether, isn't it? For you, I mean, okay, that's going to be a tough one. Because I think it catches up, doesn't it? And then it all ends very quickly. Robin finding out just how much that GT40 turns. Remember, this is a damaged server, guys, so please be careful because your lap could be over quite quickly. Yeah, the rally stuff is very different, I mean, sometimes when I'm in outdoor karting and it's getting to like 60, 70 miles an hour and I'm a bit like, ooh, on the turn, the rally guys, you know, 140 miles an hour in a single lane, forested, tree-lined, stones and stuff on the sides. I mean, we talk about track safety nowadays and runoff. They never have runoff. Now, I know those cars are safe, but come on. And then obviously sometimes on cliffs and stuff like that. Why not? Nothing. Little scratch. Little scratch. Yeah, they're talented, but I think it's the insanity bit which far outweighs anything else. Because yeah, they got good reflexes and they drive well, but I mean, come on. Driving up to those trees and rocks and cliff edges, you've got to just have a bit missing, haven't you? Honestly, things they do. And even the modern ones with a safer car, they're still scary as hell. That's one thing I wouldn't be a big fan of doing, an experience in a rally car. Oh, can you imagine? I just want to die. Oh, Robin's just finding out these cars don't turn. Nice and slow, Robin. Nice and slow. Look at these beautiful cars behind me. Look at this. Two GT40s and a Porsche something something. Probably a 911 Carrera or whatever, I don't know. 962, I think it was. Probably got that wrong, haven't I? How about that? This is what you want. Just cruising around on a Friday night with your friends on AC in the Nordschleife. Again, there's some really cool ones, including the Amalfi Coast. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's not very long, I don't think. But it is the Amalfi Coast. It's quite tight and winding. It looks amazing. I don't know why I lean into the mic like this. There's no point. I should be able to talk, right? The Amalfi Coast. It looks awesome. Maybe I need to just put my mic out here like that. Oh, don't do that, Jeff. Have we lost someone? Where's the bud? No, not the bud. Where's the Robin? Here comes Robin. Definitely you. Definitely you. Alright, look at I like the colour selection as well. We've got orange, green, couple of blues. I mean, I had to pick blue, Daniel. Maybe you could have. Well, you've also picked the right colour, haven't you? To be fair, for the Ford. Alright, let's just take it easy through here. Because as soon as you accelerate, gee, I thought that'd be a bit easier than that. I must have been. Okay, back in the rhythm. That one will have to rub out of you. I hope you're enjoying your bus driving as well, Hugh. I'm sure you've got some interesting story to tell us from your time already. But let's get back to a Friday night cruise atmosphere, shall we? Because that was all a bit fraught for a minute. Look at Michael. Looking to burn his tyres up. Woo! Have a bit of fun. I know I'm going to have to break down here, right? It's, yeah, very slow. Oh! There's a GT40 giving me a little love kiss. Oh, there goes the throttle. First gear is a bit dangerous. Let's use a little bit of second gear around here. Not too much. I just want to find the edges. Got to find the edges. This is meant to be faster, isn't it? Let's go. Let's go, 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 team. I was testing out frame rates earlier and bit rates because I do not have the best internet. So unfortunately, I can't do 1440p at 60 frames like some of your favourite streamers. I can do, I mean, even my 1080p at 60 frames is a bit blurry, right? You can see it's a bit blurry now. I'm blurry, the game's a bit blurry. So, yeah, I tested a few things out. 720p at 60 frames was smooth, but seemed quite blurry still. And then I tried 1080p at 30 and 1440p at 30. And they were both very sharp, but with racing, it was all a bit jiggity slow. It didn't look nice. Anyway, I've been going way too fast here. We've got a bud who's about to hit. Oh, he's avoided. Oh, here comes a very fast Robin. Look at this. Let's change camera. Look at this. There you go. Beautiful scene. This is one of the glories of simulators. It's not all about pushing so hard on ACC until your hands bleed, which, you know, has its moments, but shouldn't be the only way you enjoy your rig. And for me, this is another wonderful way to enjoy your sim, your rig. I mean, considering how cheap this is, well, it's insane. And if you're into your cars and car history at all, you get to experience a little bit of that. Cheers, Rob. I mean, you know, Mabel and Fred are having a nightmare watching you fly along. Well, Hugh, I dare say I remember your driving style on our community races together, and maybe in GT Sport when I used to watch you. And it's definitely, you know, you're not afraid to get in there, are you, Hugh? Let's face it, as we say. Which, you know, I respect. So, in a bus, you must be just the most, yeah, quite a thrill for the kids on the bus going to school, I bet. Have you had any treacherous conditions like heavy snow or ice or rain or wind? What's the worst you've had? Trying to get a little bit of a skid on, but I'm not very good at this, as they probably worked out already. Look at this little chain of cars. We've got another one who's joined us, which is nice to see. Can he hold it? No. Fudge it. Hey. Oh, I feel a bit surprising grip on Fresno. Yeah, the Fresno's all right. It's okay. I got taken away by that Porsche there, and I've left. There they are. Here's the gang. Let's go. We've got the club back together. This car's brilliant. The sound is incredible. The torque is pretty special. I'd have thought with all that weight and those, what, 6 tyres or 8 tyres, I don't know how many you got contacts in the road, I thought you'd be alright, Hugh. But I guess when you've got 30 odd people with you, it's not as funny, is it? Hey, can we just make it? Oh, we touched grass. And then we've got that sharp turn. But we made it. Oh, poor. No, don't lose it there. Oh, there's Dan. I shouldn't do that. Oh, no, Jeff, not the last. Oh. Oh. Oh, she goes around. Cool. That was wonderful. Let's escape that. Oh, can I escape? I'm not on the right. There we go. Let's exit that. I'm going to pick another car on this server. I do like this server. What else have we got? You mentioned the GTO. Let's do it. I think this one might be a bit tougher, Hugh. Yeah, I know, Michael. Not a great ending there. Let's just leave that one there. Hugh, this is one you wanted. This is the Ferrari GTO 84. Year after my birth. How about that? These are nice. Basically biscuit and Nutella. Oh. Good way to start your career, Hugh. Right. Oh. Gone the wrong way there. Look at this one, Hugh. Look at that. But Daniel is in a Countach, I think. It looks quite modern. Interesting, because they're around the same time, but that Countach. That is very nice, isn't it? Look at that. Let's see what it sounds like. Ooh. Fruity. I know it's not going to be the easiest drive, I know. Where are we? Let's put it in here. Go and join the gang up front. But look, Hugh, get your gaming PC out, dust it down, and join us on a little cruise one time. It'd be great fun. Nice just to have a little pot around in these old masters. Right. Yeah. Yeah, totally, Hugh. There's probably more barn finds around your way than mine. Actually, saying that, you never know around London. You get some funny stuff. Right. Here is. Hey, and we've got Robin here in his yellow Corvette. We're not driving like this for a bit. Look at these cars. Beautiful. Right, and then we've got, oh look, the rear is already starting to step out and I haven't even done anything yet. Just trying to creep up the inside of Robin there. Bud was there. He's like, no, I'm in front. Bud wants to leave. Okay, let's go. Let's take a little cruise in his bird's eye view for now. Where? I'd take my eye off for 1 second. I need to not look at the streaming camera. Right. Look over there for 1 second and chat and stuff, and then all of a sudden the car goes woohoo. Right. Is it? Does Robin think he's getting away in his little Corvette? Probably is actually if he puts his foot down. This car would have no match. Maybe I'm light here. Hey Mikey, you alright buddy? Can't wait for you to sort your wheel out. Mike, you're a good person to ask this question. If money wasn't an object, because they're all roughly the same cost, I'll be honest. Thrustmaster T18, CSL DD, Moza R9, or Logitech Pro. What are you picking? They're all up to 10 meters, DD, under $1,000. What are you picking out of those four, Mike? Thrustmaster, Fanatec, Moza, Logitech. Look at the gang. Going down the foxhole, my favourite part of the Nordschleife. We're all gaining a little bit more in confidence, I think, in our cars. And then, oh! Robin with some interesting braking down the foxhole there. Caused Buddy Boy to slip up. Couple of scratches there for Bud. Oh, Robin just sort of hung it there. I thought he was going to accelerate or brake if nothing happened. Sorry, Robin, that's probably my fault. They are the same price, really. If you get the R9 and then you get the decent wheel, that's what, 750, 800? Logitech's $1,000. Okay, they're similar. So take price out of it for now. Just take price out of it because they're all similar. No, the the T818 is 600. And then you get the clamp, the release wheel, and the wheel, and it's 900. Same with the CSL. You get the Formula wheel, and you're looking at 700. No, yeah, 850 even, because it's 500 for the boosted, 350 for the wheel. So they all you end up spending 800, 900, $1,000 very quickly. So they're the same price. So if we take price out of it, rubbish one. Not the five. Well, you're a muppet if you thought I said the 158. Yeah, let's just add in the budget Thrustmaster to a load of DDs. Fair enough. I've broken my car talking to you now, Mike. Well done. Well done. Call you Kermit. I might. Ribbit. So, you made me lose my flow here. Me and Hugh were enjoying this GTO Ferrari. And now then. Barely keep up with Daniel in his contact. A little bit of heel toe, you might. I think you saw yesterday the pedal cam, didn't you, mate? Pedal cam's out. Bit of heel toe. Look at these guys cruising around. Most important thing is pedals, yes, but I've already got pedals. You can see them, and they work perfectly. I'll be honest. I've got a really big mod on the brake, and it's pretty solid. And these aren't going to break. And I mean, I could spend thousands on the pedals, but these are fine. They really are. And some of the fastest drivers in the world use these, so it's not going to be the pedals that make me faster. I just think so. And it's got a clutch. So to get a clutch again would probably cost me about £1,000 if I wanted expensive pedals. Actually, no, too. I've got V3s. What are they? 400? Are they much better? They're going to make much better. So, not oud one. Not oud. I don't know what oud pedals are. Is that the ones from? I'm not going to say it. Right. Anyway, not good ones. The T-LCM are not good pedals, but they're not bad. Like, these are perfectly fine. They really are. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. They'll last forever. Yeah, they are good. I don't know if you've ever used them. Well, the thing is, Mike, like, honestly, I can't. No, we deserve the best. You're not wrong there. But, like, these really do enough, and they're not going to break. I know they're not. And I've got the brake mod on them as well. Without inflate the word brake. Sorry, is that Daniel behind me? Robin. Sorry, Robin. I'm trying to keep up with these guys in my old GTO. I'm going to have to start slowing down here. Get around. Oh, the understeer on this thing is insane. That understeer hurt. I use them myself, but not as good as Fanatec. Yeah, but I mean, I've used Fanatec V3 and it's like, it's great, but what's really going to be the difference is your feet. It's definitely your feet. Your feet can get used to T-LCM. The GTO. Check it out, Mike. Where are we? Little GTO. 1984. Year after I was born. Oh, this car. Come on, team. So you picked the Moser, Mike. Oh, come on. Oh, I can't drive in this view at all. I can't drive. Sorry. So you picked the Moser, Mike. R9. Too light the throttle. Yes, the throttle is light, but again, it's kind of up. Come on, Jeff. It's kind of up to your feet, I think. I mean, the throttle is light, but you know, throttles can be light, and it's more down to your foot and how you release the throttle rather than anything else, surely. Because you get, you know, throttles that release lighter than you can, or they release heavy, you can argue she's doing the work for you, couldn't you? But anyway, okay. So yeah, I've been looking at the R9 because A, it is technically on the cheaper side. They have a few wheels, not the greatest selection, I'll be honest, but in reality, you never need more than a round wheel and a GT wheel. But this is my other problem, Mike. GT wheels, I love this wheel, and to get this on any others is going to be really expensive. This shape, I love this shape. We're still doing donuts on the track, nightmare. Fat Master must have been kidding. Let's go. But I love that GT wheel shape. Yeah, I must admit, I love the Fanatec wheel selection. I do. They've got so many. They really have. That red one, the way you can fit a module to any back one. Oh, I love it. I do love their wheel selection with Fanatec. I must admit. Oh, geez. As soon as you go over a bump in this thing, it's curtain. I do love at Fanatec their wheel selection. But that's why I just feel like the Thrustmaster. Don't you do that, Jeff. Come on. Yeah. Cheers, Robin. The Thrustmaster T818, I've already got my two favourite wheels. I love the wheel I'm using right now. Hugh, that's a fairly specific question, and I think you should expect to provide them. I don't know, actually. That's a tough one because they smell very quickly, don't they? But you have to consider that the wheels they use are going to break pretty quickly because of their hands on it. You know, the oil in your hands. So you're going to have to consider whether or not you're going to give everyone those kind of... You know, you get a karting centre and you get those... Then you go into a karting centre, Hugh, and you get little cheap gardening gloves, basically. You could get people to use that because their hands will destroy the rubber and stuff like that pretty quickly, but... Yeah, I'd be interested to chat to you about that off stream, you. Ooh, let's make it some pace on the home stretch. Too many crashes in these cars. I'm chatting to you guys too much. I drive in gloves when I know I'm going to be doing a lot of driving, or if it's super hard, because when you get sweaty, you can feel the grip going a bit. Or if I've got a wheel which is a bit harder on the hand, which most wheels tend to be, I find. A little bit of heel toe there for the purists. What time is it? It is 9:53. Okay, we're going to do one more cruise. Mikey, I will let you pick the car. How about that? So we're going to stay on this server. I want to pick one more car. There's not many to pick from, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let's close that. Let's refresh this. Mikey, pick one. Oh, you see these cars on the right? You know how this works, I think. Pick one that's free. I've done a few. I've already done the Cobra and the 33 Stradale. They were both fun. The Cobra was great. Which one do you reckon I should go for the last one? RX-7, GT40, M4, Quattro, Cayman, Supra. Ooh, that's naughty. RSR. What do you reckon, buddy? SLS AMG? You want me in a daddy mobile? Oh, Hugh, no, don't worry. I mean, look, we'll discuss all this, and there's not many pedals out there, to be honest, that wouldn't survive it. I think T-LCMs would survive shoots. If someone's went a bit sideways on them, maybe it'd break them. There is sideways movement on these. Yeah, I mean, also, Hugh wants the Quattro. Let's do it. Yeah, the SLS is a bit. I might pick the SLS after Mikey. How about that? A little cruise. One last week. Mike, what about the fact? I thought so, Michael. I'll have the SLS next one. I've got you picked the slowest car there with the paddle shifters. Oh. Michael, how about this one? The Logitech is getting what seems like the best reviews for that range of wheels. The best feedback, some of the highest build quality. Yeah, this is true, Mike. Highest build quality, best feedback. What about that? So we're taking money out of it, but again, you know, the other ones cost nearly as much. Oh, sorry. Thank you, buddy. You're the best at this. You can, but this is one thing I'm worried about. There's no sign of any wheels. I'm sure they will. Michael's a Logi fanboy. Nice. I mean, I think, look, Michael, we've all got a soft spot for it because of where we all started. Almost everyone started with the 29 or 920 in my case. So yeah, definitely soft spot. And also because Logitech were the only wheels back in the day, right? So we all had a Logitech back in the day, right? Yeah, I know, Michael. Michael, treat yourself. Cause I must admit, stronger wheels do feel great. Like, and I know how much you enjoy your racing. So do treat yourself at some point because the little extra feedback on PCs even, I've got to say. Anyway, that's another story. I don't know what wheels you've tried actually, bud, to be fair. If you've ever tried any others at a convention or a friend's house or something. What have we got here? We've got a Quattro. Let's see how it's looking. Hey, look at that. So yeah, definitely a soft spot for the G25s and Logitech for sure. Yeah. So the Logitech's got the biggest review, Mike. So would you not be interested, if you're only buying once for a long time, in getting the Logitech? Okay, hold on. Don't get an R5, you'll hate yourself. Just get an R9. It's not even much more expensive, is it? Surely. Right? So definitely get the R9, Mike. It'd be a one-time purchase. Just get the R9. I just driven straight into a guy there. Who was that? Was that, what's his name? No, it was Khan Bay. Sorry, Khan. Right, let's get going a little bit, Khan. So a CSL with a dodgy power supply, well, I mean, I'm guessing that's very cheap, but then I'm thinking, why don't you get one with a normal power supply? Well, look, can I recommend, like, just not breaking stuff, bro, for your own sake, so you get to use it, whatever that takes. That'd be my first advice. I don't know if you've heard that before, but... Right. I could just... Thank you. Right, Hugh, I'm in your car, and I've got to say, it feels like I'm floating on a cloud. It's lovely. There's not a lot of power, so whoever was in this following me last time, Daniel Balachinsky, you must have been driving this pretty hard. Oh, you're in the lovely RX-7 now, look at that. Wankel rotary engine. I won't get banned for saying that on YouTube, thankfully. I'm not even looking here, so I'm reading to you. Sorry, Dan. They use a normal one. Oh, yeah, that's GPS work. Oh yeah, they modelled in some funky stuff, haven't they? But to be fair, on these cars, haven't they modelled in the full infotainment system on one of the cars, and you can even like get a bit meta and play. I don't know. I've seen some weird stuff with people doing the infotainment system. I need to get back in the gears on this car. I need to be focusing a lot more on my driving if I'm going to keep up with these two, and not just wittering away to you, Mikey. Yes, it is, Mike. Apparently, but look. Couple of things to break your bubble. You know what it's like. It'll be awful at the beginning. It will need a lot of help with bugs, and that'll probably take another year at least. So while I'll be excited to see it alive because we need to start, do Tesla have auto drive? I don't know if they've got the legal ability for that, have they? I know in certain parts I think they do of the world, but even then, you know, someone had to be at the wheel awake with their hands on it or something, or next to it. So it drives, but you're basically watching it drive rather than sleeping or playing Assetto Corsa on the infotainment screen. Okay, I'm now flying in this thing. This is going to end in tears. I can't keep up with them two. They are off. Absolutely. Oh boy, here we go. Fast turn. Understeer. Understeer, understeer. And then a big crash. Well, wasn't that just the best work? I need to go a lot slower in this thing. The engine feels quite muted, even though it's making a bit of noise. But yeah, I do need the rally version of this. That's a proper engine that Dan's got. In the game. Oh, of course you're talking in game, Mike. Like that, you know, yeah. Is there even a Tesla in this? Anyway. Early access is best times, yeah, almost. Almost. Like you were saying, I think the other day about early ACC, it wasn't that pretty, so we'll get over it. I'm still wondering what AC2 is going to mean for AC or ACC. I don't know. It's going to be a different game, I guess. They won't focus on GT3 at all, will they? There's going to be a lot about it that's going to be interesting. And maybe it doesn't work out. I don't know. When I don't try and turn at about 130 miles an hour, this seems quite fun and compliant. Ah, get around! Oh, come on. We're getting there. Poor Bud's having to go slow here. No, I'm worried about ACC, Mike, for a number of reasons. I mean, they have built a platform, but it's limited, and people get bored of it for sure. Because it is limited, it's only GT3, really, let's face it. Oh! Sorry, Bud, you had me a bit there. It's only GT3. It is limited on tracks, it's not that many. That's it. I mean, it's great for 24-hour races and enduros and stuff for teams. The only other race, the only one I know that does it well is iRacing. That's debatable in terms of driving, but yeah, you need an MP, you need big tracks. And AC2 will be able to do that, won't it? On AC2, you'll have LMP and GT3 cars. So I wonder if... I mean, the other big problem is obviously business model. For these games to succeed, they need a proper business model. Most of them don't do the subscription model. You can't sell a game once for, what, £10, £15 or whatever it is nowadays sometimes. And then people expect you to constantly update and work on the game for years to go and hold massive online servers and systems and... Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's done some revenue, but what, AC has done 110? Quite a lot for a small team. But yeah, you want to keep making money to have good online systems because everyone wants those online races. But think about it, you buy ACC, right? Yeah, they're doing. They've done all right, but think about it, right? With ACC, once you've bought the game online, or so once you've bought the game, what are you expected to do with it? Oh, right, okay, so there you go. 100 million in revenue. So that's how much costs over 10 years. And then spread out over the company, and then taxed. Suddenly it's not as much, right? Yeah, I'm sure some of them have got yachts. No, Mike. So, but who with? ACC don't give you any online racing, do they? Right? Oh, yeah. But no, seriously, Mike, think about it. Once you bought ACC, what do you do? You've got the offline career mode, which we know is obviously shoddy. Poor Daniel to take some wall there. Right? And then you've got the online servers, which people themselves create, eh? Public lobby. But who creates those public lobbies? Who runs them? Do Assetto Corsa run any? And what's that? Just an online race of 15, 20 minutes on the track, just on repeat. Right? Is that it? The whole game? Think about it. You don't get a lot. It's people that keep ACC alive, and of course, LFM. LFM, without LFM, ACC would be almost struggling now, I think. Because all those people on LFM would probably just end up going to iRacing then, just because they want something where you can guarantee a lobby of drivers who are going to drive safely, and it gives you some kind of point system with it, you know, to give you a reason to race. Well, that's a long hold. Oh boy. Exactly, player run lobbies. That's not the developers. That's player run, that's us. So what do Kunos and ACC give you? It's not a lot. Once you've bought the game, you're just left to your own devices. And a lot of people as well, bear in mind, don't know how to join a community or go on public lobbies and get smashed around by people being stupid or driving backwards. That's all sorts. I'm saying be grateful, but the point is the business model doesn't work, Mikey. When you look at iRacing, you pay them £5 or whatever it is a month, and look what you get. All those hosted lobbies, all the servers, everyone always there, the safety system, the points, the different major events. All the major events they've got. Indy 500 and Le Mans and... Well, I'm not sure about Le Mans actually, he told me that. Nordschleife 24s, they do all these things. Well, you say less, Mike, but surely... Well, no, I mean, iRacing's a GT3 simulator, isn't it? They're both trying to simulate GT3 racing. The difference is, if you don't have an online system for your game, your sim's just going to die. Right? You need an online system for it. I mean, AC is kept alive by the mod community and things like these cruises, like Nord, Shotoko, Amalfi, Canyons. All those things. Exactly. iRacing does more than one class, does all the big tracks, and has all those hosted lobbies and servers. Like, it's far away and above what ACC provides. And you have to remember, ACC is my favourite sim. I tell people that because I'm bashing it a bit recently, but that's because you can see the shortfalls of it. Right? And that it's probably going to be my last drive of the evening. There we go. Thank you very much to everyone who's enjoyed me on my little cruise. I've really enjoyed it. Favorite car was probably the Cobra. That Cobra was epic. I'm not. That's the thing. I'm comparing racing to racing. What do you want to do? You want to race. You don't want to drive a sim. You want to race. Now, on ACC, the only thing that keeps it together is the people, and they will leave it. Yeah, no, the subscription model is just a way to make money from it. But the fact is, if you want an always-on service, you have to have a subscription model. Think about it. It's the only way it's going to work. The only way it's going to work. You make people buy the game once for maybe £30 if you're lucky, right? And then that's it. And they buy it once, and then 6 years later, they're still expecting you to do loads of things for the game that they spent £30 on once 6 years ago. Or in the case of AC, £10 you spend on it once 10 years ago, and people are still getting loads of stuff out of it, and they expect things to be updated and things like that. So the subscription model is essential for an online service, and sim racing is clearly an online service. Clearly, you can't race without it. No one wants to race offline. Well, that's not a lie. Some do, but the majority of us are all looking for online racing, competition, etc. But yeah, subscription model is essential. That's why Rensport are going to do it, right? Rensport are doing a subscription model. Makes total sense to me. I think they're going to do quite well out of it. So, yeah, exactly. And that's the biggest problem modern game creators have. Well, technically, obviously, right? But that's the problem that modern game creators have. Nowadays, games are expected to have an always-on pros. Certain games, not the offline story ones, and they're probably doing quite well out of this, but online games, things like COD Warzone or Apex or FIFA, I guess, or ones like this, where you have an always-on proponent, where it's always online. This costs a lot of money to maintain. So you need subscription models. 3, 4, 5, 6, £10 a month, whatever it is. You need that. So I think Rensport are doing well for that. Yeah, they started small, Kunos, but I don't know. I'd like to think AC2 would be a subscription model. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Just make us pay £10 a month and just keep plugging it with incredible amounts of content. That'd be fine. I'll do that. But I just think iRacing have got the right model, because you need to pay for that support, and then you have that support. So it works. Everyone wins. I know, Mike. I know. But let's face it, sim racing isn't exactly the cheapest hobby, in it. You'll see that quite quickly. There we go. Anyway, thank you very much to everyone who's joined me. Thank you for the donut there on screen. Yeah, something like that, and then pay a little bit for the content that comes, maybe. Right? But that's the way it is. I think you need a subscription model, personally. Just my opinion. Yes, have a nice evening, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. Tomorrow night we're at Zolder. Mike, let's chat offline about your wheel. I want to make sure you get it. Thank you, Dan and Bud and Robin, for joining me on track. You guys are awesome. I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. My driving left a bit to be desired, I'll be honest. I was a bit all over the shop with some of the older cars. But the slower I went, the smoother it was. Tomorrow, thank you, Bud. Mate, we'll do it now and again on Fridays. I would love to do Shotoko with you guys. So please download Shotoko, everyone. Download Shotoko, and we'll weave in the traffic together. That'll be exciting. I like that. And they've got some good car selections as well. So please, everyone, download Shotoko if you don't have it. It's all free. And a Amalfi Coast. There's a really cool Amalfi one. I tried downloading it on Race Department earlier. I wanted to show you guys tonight, but it started downloading incredibly slowly, and there was a message from Race Department saying, sorry. So, I'll have Amalfi ready soon. I might show it on another stream at the beginning or end of it quickly. But anyway, thanks, everybody, for joining in on a Friday night for a little Friday night cruise. It was a good laugh. I enjoyed it. Nice and chilled out. Nothing too heavy. Tomorrow night we have got some serious Zolder, so good luck to everyone on that. I hope to see you all on track there as well. We'll probably have the servers open, so good luck to everyone not to get too massacred. That's the way it is. I'm going to leave you all now and say thank you. I'm off for the night. It's my time to go. I'm going to go sleep. Well, I'm probably going to play some Apex Legends now, me, my girlfriend. But yeah, really enjoyed the stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm still trying to work out what wheel I want to get. You know what it is? I love this one too much. I don't know what it is about this wheel. It's the perfect shape handles, the magnetic shifters. It's got the Thrustmaster connector, which I think is illegal. They don't sell this anymore. They only sell USB versions. So this thing is just, it's lightweight. And this on the DD, and also I've got this, the perfect Alcantara roundish wheel. I feel like the T818 is where I'm going to end up. I feel like the T818 is where I'm going to. I sometimes think that, and then I think I'll get the Moser. I don't think I can get the Fanatec over the Moser because of the quick release stuff. But maybe I'm being fussy. Anyway, peace out, homies. See you tomorrow.
With frost, cold night and the winter hot cold. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The end. Got to end it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Oh, oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nose bleed. High on whatever they sold me. That's the old me, yeah. 6 years later trying to find me. Still trying to figure out the mind piece. Looking for the love inside me, I don't know how I feel that way sometimes. Don't know how I feel that way sometimes.